What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. I've been meaning to make this video for a while, but something just hit me again today, and I'm like, I gotta talk about this. Y'all gotta stop this fake love affair for David Stern. You know, rest in peace to David Stern. I'm not being disrespectful to his family or nothing. Rest in peace to him. But like, you know, when y'all see player empowerment and y'all see examples of it, y'all see players requesting trades because the team isn't winning, the team isn't making certain moves necessary to be a contender. When y'all see load management, the first thing y'all holler out is, "Man, David Stern would have never let this happen. We need David Stern back. David Stern, boy. David Stern would have cracked that whip, boy. David Stern, boy. David Stern wasn't playing around. David Stern, he was out here. He wasn't messing around, boy. These players would have never thought to do this with David Stern. They knew better. They knew better than to mess with David Stern. David Stern, he was the one. David Stern David Stern cuss you out, boy. David Stern let you know he in charge. He the boss. These players want all these trades because, the team ain't making no moves to be a contender. How dare they do that? The David Stern would have, man, I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. Y'all know what that sound like to me? Boy, Massa don't mess around with us, man. Massa make sure we do what we supposed to do. Massa make sure we follow them rules and regulations. Massa make sure we abide by everything he say. Massa make sure we stay in line. Massa make sure, we just fall in line one by one. Massa make sure, we don't ever do nothing wrong. Because if we do, boy, Massa gonna come around here and make sure everything just turn all topsy-turvy, upside down. Come on, man. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop. Now, do I agree with everything that the players do? Absolutely not. Right? But the way people, I want y'all to understand this. Y'all do know, this player empowerment era, this probably been the last 10 years, maybe? Well, owners have been ruling with an iron fist since the beginning of the league. It's been a dictatorship. They've been able to do whatever they wanted to do. Ownership. They've been able to lowball players left and right. They've been able to trade players due to them being injured while that player was playing through an injury to help certain teams make playoff pushes. You feel me? Isaiah Thomas, one of them individuals, missed out on money trying to ball out for the Boston Celtics, played for them after his sister died in a car accident. And they still traded him away with not trying to give him no max deal at all. Or you got that injury after they were expecting him to play through injury to make a playoff push. You know what I mean? So the way people try to empathize with these owners now and all, it's just come on, fam. These are mega billionaires. They richer than the NBA players. And they will make sure the NBA players do not become richer than them at all costs. So try to empathize with that. Come on, fam. I can see if y'all empathizing with the fans who, paying their money to come watch the teams play and all that. Okay, cool. But the way y'all, man, owners, man, these owners, they taking the power back. The owners tired of the inmates running the asylum. You got black folks talking about the inmates was running the asylum for too long, making that damn stupid analogy. You know what I mean? All of that. Just to act like they riding out with ownership, And to me, and that's why they hollering David Stern name now, because they feel like Adam Silver, he's too lax. Adam Silver let the players do what they want to do. Somebody got to stop this. You know what I mean? Somebody got to put an end to this. And it has to stop. He letting them do what they want to do and, all this and all that. Man, players was load managing with David Stern. When David Stern was the commissioner. I hope I didn't say general manager earlier, nothing like that. When David Stern was the commissioner. And Pop was doing that consistently. And so some of y'all acting like, well, we David Stern, boy. David Stern wasn't playing with us, boy. David Stern, boy, he wasn't playing with them Negroes, man. Them Negroes. You Negroes, you Negroidians gotta stop. For real. Because it just sounds so crazy the way that y'all holler his name out. When I remember, y'all was hating David Stern when he was around being commissioner. Some of y'all to this day hate David Stern. Y'all hated his guts when that trade got vetoed for Chris Paul to go to the Lakers and join Kobe Bean Bryant. Y'all hated his guts, right? I remember people looking at David Stern all funny when he was saying that players was dressing too hip-hopish, with the chains and white T-shirts and the Timberland boots and, you know, the jerseys and the do-rags and all of that. And when David Stern say, oh, no, I'm cracking down on that, y'all gonna come up here dressed like, you know, shirt and ties, collared shirts. Y'all gonna be wearing suits, all of that. It was people like, yo. It was people that didn't like that. Some people, you know, was like, oh, well, they professional players. They should be dressing professional. You had some people like, yo, they not working a regular 9-to-5 job. Like, people, they're not working in corporate America. So why do they have to dress with collared shirts and polo fleece sweaters and stuff? Why do they have to dress in suits and so on and so forth? And it was people that was like, yo, David Stern, what does he mean they dressing too hip-hop? Like, hip-hop culture, like, it was people that was pushing back against it that did not like David Stern for that. But I know for a fact, though, people did not like David Stern for a lot of reasons. And I know that Kobe Bryant, that Chris Paul trade had people upset, pissed off to the highest degree of pissivity. And now you got people hollering out David Stern name like, because y'all don't like Adam Silver. Oh, but David, and the way y'all hollering it out, it just sounds like, y'all, it sounds like the slaves on the plantation bragging about how Massa would have never let us get away with. We would have never got away. We would have never got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Oh, Scooby-Doo ass. Like, it's for real. And it's a lot of people who feel like, oh, they play empowerment. And that's the first thing they holler out. David Stern would never. David Stern would never. Man, y'all don't gone. For real. Like, yeah, David Stern did a lot of stuff that was iffy at times. And people couldn't stand him. They was ready for him to go. I remember that vividly. So, just the way y'all speak, man, I remember remember there was this rumor a few weeks ago that Rich Paul, was it Rich Paul or Maverick Carter? Maverick Carter was trying to join some owners to create some overseas league or something. And I remember dudes saying, man, David Stern, boy, David Stern would have put an end to this. David Stern would have kept them in line. He would have kept, it was a black person saying this. David Stern would have put an end to all of this. He would have never played with this. David Stern would have never let this happen. David Stern, I said, boy, look at you. Oh, you are old. Massa would have kept us in line ass dude. Like, I don't identify with that, y'all. I don't. Considering how commissioners, boy, people have talked about David Stern finding these NBA players so crazily over like on the court spats, sometimes not even physical. You know, you criticize the referee. David Stern break your pockets off significantly. David Stern grab you by the ankles and shake the paper out. If you say something about the officiating and all of that, then we came to find out that what's up, dude? Tim Donaghy, whatever, he was reffing games, rigging the games and so on and so forth. When the players was calling out officiating, David Stern said, don't you talk about my referees. And then he keep you in line, he get all your paper, take a nice amount of your check. Because everybody wasn't getting paid Allen Iverson and Tracy McGrady and Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal numbers. It was dudes on the bench, you know, coming off the bench, and they say something about officiating or whatever, they getting broke off too. You know, but it's some of y'all, boy, Master would have never let her. Like, man, players can have ambitions to do other, like, not even players, because people can have ambitions to do certain things. Well, anyway, if it's associated with LeBron James, people are going to say this LeBron idea. If Maverick Carter was trying to start a league overseas, they're going to say this LeBron idea. Anything associated with LeBron James, they're going to say this LeBron idea, right? And if a player has a business partner that wants to get into some other business outside of the NBA, man, why do you got to put a cap on their ambitions to do so? It's like people are cool with players getting a cap on everything, how much they paid, so on and so forth, how much money they get, and the owners get to get all the cake. They be getting caked up, you know, off of the players driving in his revenue so crazily. And sometimes these organizations don't want to pay certain people certain bread, especially when David Stern was commissioner. Boy, players was getting lowballed like hell, you know? And people, we need to get that back. They don't need all this money. What? trying to limit these dudes' abilities. I mean,